Hey YouTube, this is Steve from Average Joe's Fantasy Football, and we've got your Week 15 start and sit video for the running back position. If you haven't already, make sure you check out our start and sit video for the quarterback, and of course, subscribe to the channel to check out our other start and sit videos when we drop wide receiver and tight end. Now, there's a game on Thursday night game. Not a whole lot there. You got Chargers versus Raiders. We're not sure what's going on with Josh Jacobs. Austin Eckler's obviously playing, and then, of course, 3 games on Saturday, and then your normal Sunday, Monday. These are your obvious starts at running back right now. These guys should be in your lineup. Again, nothing really crazy. These guys just have either good matchups or they get plenty of touches their way. Now, the first running back I'm going to mention as a good start is DeAndre Swift versus the Seahawks. Seahawks have allowed 20.9 points in the last 6 games to the running back position. In those 6 games, have allowed a touchdown per game as well, and just over 100 yards on the ground. So I know Swift has not been great. His performance hasn't been anywhere near where he was at the early of the season, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that Philly has just negated the running game. They start off for a little bit, and then they just stop and forget how to do this. Like, it's simple. You've got an offensive line that can do the work. They're road graders. Like, these guys can put work in against the defensive line. I expect if Philly's going to get back to the basics to have a win, it's going to be through the run. Like, this is a great matchup for them. Seahawks have not been great. I do expect DeAndre Swift to turn it around. He's got a great schedule the rest of this playoffs for fantasy. I like Swift a lot. Another running back I like is Bijan Robinson versus the Panthers. Look, first matchup against the Panthers, he had 20 points. Wasn't anything, spectacular. A touchdown, 6 receptions. I think he had like a little over 45 yards on the ground. That was it. But he had a great game, and he's playing very well. In 2 of the last 3 games, Bijan has been averaging 19 points a game. Carolina is struggling stopping the run, allowing 109 yards on the ground and a touchdown per game. So good. The matchups there, Bijan has been actually utilized, which has been great, especially since Arthur Smith has been a little, cuckoo when it comes to his play calling. But I like Bijan this week as well. Another running back I like is Jerome Ford. If you have Kareem Hunt, you could possibly do Kareem Hunt. I like Ford a little bit better. He's going against the Bears. Ford has been average. I get it. Like, he has not been fantastic. He's getting you 12 to 13 points a game, which is okay as a flex player. I do expect him to have a better game in this one as a nice little RB2. It's a great matchup for him to be a solid RB2 this week, where Bills are allowing 69 yards on the ground and also 57 yards in the air. So combined, over 120 yards. This is a great matchup. They're allowing just under a touchdown per game. This is a game where Ford, again, maybe 15 to 16 points. Get you a nice little solid RB2, low end RB1. Now, my first running back I'm going to sit, James Cook versus the Cowboys. I get it. Cook looks really good. He's been playing really well. Dallas has been really good, only allowing 75 yards on the ground and yet to allow 100 yards to a running back. And realistically, in the last 5 games, have only allowed 1 touchdown on the ground. Cook, again, like I mentioned, has been great for the Bills. Bills obviously will try to use Cook to try to slow down that pass rush with, Lawrence and Micah and everything like that. But I do expect Cook to be under 70 yards on the ground, and I do not see a touchdown. Maybe in the air. I'm still a little nervous with starting James Cook this week. Another running back I don't like this week is going to be Kenneth Walker versus the Eagles. Look, due to Philly's, past struggles, a lot of teams have been using the quarterback in passing more so than the run. And a lot of times there are chances that Philly is up big, which means they have to negate the running game. Pretty much the game script's gone. I kind of see that happening in this one. I think Philly's going to be up. I think the Seahawks are going to be forced to throw using Geno Smith, and Kenneth Walker's value has diminished. On top of that, Kenneth Walker has been struggling in the last 5 games, only averaging 8.4 points a game. And on top of that, Charbonnet's been getting a lot more touches, especially since he had opportunities while Kenneth Walker was out due to injury. This is a really tough one. I can't trust Kenneth Walker in this matchup at all. Another running back I don't trust is James Conner versus the 49ers. 49ers are obviously holding running backs to 57 yards on the ground. In the last 5 games, keeping running backs to just 10 points a game as well. Conner had a great game last week. He had, I think, 22 points, but prior to that, only averaging 7.6 points a game. He's been struggling a lot. 49ers are a team that, again, can easily get you out of your game script where you're forced to pass a little bit more than you would like. I think this could be a game that Murray has to have something to have any success against the 49ers, and I think James Conner, unfortunately, struggles in this one. Now, my sleeper of the week, Najee Harris versus the Colts. You could also say Jaylen Warren as well. I like Najee just because I think he's going to get a few more touches in that goal line work. Colts are allowing a touchdown per game, which is great. Again, great opportunity for Najee to score and over 100 yards on the ground. Najee hasn't been great, and I get it because a lot of it's being shared with Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren's obviously a better receiving back. He's very explosive, but Najee is still technically a little bit into that category of bell cow. So he's got a lot more red zone opportunities than Jaylen Warren, and this is going to be a game I think he could possibly do that. And for them to have any success, Steelers have been struggling to help. Mitch Trubisky is really using the game, helping, whether it be Najee or Jaylen, having some success, running those guys, keeping Mitch in shorter pass options. I like him as a nice little RB2. So my start sits and waivers, and sleepers for week 15. Fantasy playoffs, then. This is it. So hopefully you guys have had, gotten to that bye. Maybe this week isn't so big of a deal because obviously there's still injuries. If you guys do have questions for your lineup, hit us up in the comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Again, we're going to be dropping more start and sit videos. Check out our other start and sit video for the quarterback position. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'll check you guys out next time.